It's the giveaway. It's the giveaway. So first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for everybody for liking and subscribing and commenting on these videos, because that's ultimately what keeps this channel going. We're getting bigger and bigger and bigger as this company grows, and so we're gonna give away something even bigger this time. It's time to give away a PSC bow. All you guys have to do to win this thing is the same thing that you've been doing. Like and subscribe to our channel, like every video, and comment. And you can comment as many times as you want. And when we go through and we pick, the more comments that you have or the more likes that you have, along with being subscribed to this channel, only improves your odds of winning this bow. We're literally giving someone a free bow, okay? Just to like and subscribe this video. So if you guys are interested in free stuff, and you didn't win this bow this time around, you didn't win these Vortex binos, you're still entered. Just stay engaged with the channel, keep liking the videos, keep commenting on them, and it's gonna help you win maybe trail cameras in the future, tree stands, things like that. Ooh, all right guys, you clicked this video, you saw the best place to hunt in the entire country, and you're interested. All right, where do I gotta hunt, Brett, to go kill giant bucks every year? Well, the reality is, if you go where I'm about to tell you, you probably will. You'll get opportunities at the very least. If you hunt smart, you understand basic strategy, and you ultimately know how to hunt in topography, which is a big part of this one, you guys could definitely have some success in this area, and let's face the facts, so has everybody else that's hunted this area. This is the most desirable area in the country for Boone and Crockett deer. What's that county? I'll give you guys a couple seconds. Think about it. 3, 2, 1. Buffalo County. Buffalo County, guys. What makes Buffalo County so special? Okay, there's a lot of different variables here. It could be management practices. It could be the size of the properties. There's a ton of different things that we can get into, but I'm gonna call this a deep dive. I see a lot of properties. I travel all over the country. Hill country is not the same everywhere. I go to Kentucky, Southern Illinois today. I've been to Northern Illinois, Iowa, Ohio. Topography is different everywhere, okay? Let's say I'm hunting down in Kentucky for a second here. Get a lot of jagged topography. And what do I mean by that? Like, when I'm looking at these maps, there's just only so many places in which I can see a pinch point. I can't predict deer movement for long ranges is what I really want to get at some of these spots, because it's so edgy and it's so topography and it's always winding and turning, things like that. I see this in Ohio, I see it in Illinois, I see it in Iowa. The thing that makes Buffalo County special, and really Southwest Wisconsin special, and there are things that make it not so special in deer hunting pressure, and there's some other things that are definitely variables there, especially nowadays in the expenses of land. We can get into all that later. But the thing that does make it special, after me looking through maps all across the country, is the topography, style of Buffalo County. Okay, so some of you might know where I'm going with this, and some of you might not have a clue. So I dare you right now to go to Southwest Wisconsin on your app, whatever you're using for your hunting app, to map scout, properties, things like that. I dare you to go to Buffalo County, Trempealeau County, someplace out in western Wisconsin, southwest Wisconsin, and look at the topography. All right, give yourself a second and take in what you're looking at. Most places in western Wisconsin have a lot of topography, but the thing that makes topography different in a state like Wisconsin and western southwest Wisconsin is its super neat topography. Now let me give you a quick teaching lesson here first. Let's talk about top thirds of ridges for the most part. We've all heard the theory, or maybe you're hearing it for the first time here, that deer love to run the top thirds of the ridge. Maybe it's just for a vantage point, maybe the scent flows better up there, whatever the reason is, they like to follow the top third of the ridge. Well, in Buffalo County, I can follow the top third of the ridge for miles at certain points. So if you pick one of those lines and do so, look at those maps right now on the top thirds of a ridge, 9 times out of 10, deer would love to follow that line. Why? Because they want to take the path of least resistance, just like me and you. Unless it's a draw cutting up into the ridge or anything like that, the deer don't want to have to go up and down. Why would they? Unless forced to. So the thing that makes Buffalo County so special, or all these other places in southwest Wisconsin, even into Minnesota a little bit, and maybe a tiny bit into Iowa, is the topography is super neat. Pick that topo line, and I bet you can follow it pretty easily for a mile. 2 miles. So that makes the deer movement way more predictable if these deer are truly running these topo lines, which why wouldn't they? Because if they run that topo line, what that means is they're staying on the same elevation. And if they're staying on the same elevation, it's an easy walk for them. Like I said, why go up and down these hills if they don't have to? So Look at your Southwest Wisconsin maps, your Iowa to a certain extent, your Minnesota maps, and you will notice that you can follow that same topo line for a long time. And ultimately, if you can do that, the hunting becomes way more easy. Think about it, guys. Now you can pick out where to put your trail cameras and your tree stands. Let's say you knew a certain bedding area was on a certain topo line, 400 yards away, 300 yards away, 2 miles away. Who knows, especially during the rut with how much these deer travel, especially in country like that where they can travel it semi-easily. Yes, there's hills, but if they can stay on that same topo line with relatively no diving and ducking around, and they can run it pretty easily, why wouldn't they? So now that makes the hunting way more predictable. Now we think, okay, they're on the top third of the ridge. Okay, that bedding area is on the top third of the ridge. Let's look at my map and see what topo line comes out of there. Oh, perfect, it meets at the top of this draw. This would probably be a great pinch point. There's a good chance, because that deer wants to take the path of least resistance, that he will take that topo line to me. So if you ever get the opportunity to hunt Southwest Wisconsin, and I'll be honest, it's not my favorite place to hunt at all, but it does have the most Boone and Crockett bucks killed of all time. Maybe that's due to how many people hunt it, along with manage it, the amount of hunters. There's a lot of different variables there that we could get into on a deep dive on a later day. But as a whole, you could have the opportunity to go and hunt it. There's public land there. There's public land in most places. Anywhere in Southwest Wisconsin, you're gonna see this, and ultimately, that's gonna make it a lot more predictable for you to hunt. Even if you're the guy who has never hunted in hill country, that might be one of the easiest places to learn how to hunt in hill country, because it's neat topography. It's almost like hunting flat ground to a certain extent. You look maybe more at edge habitat sometimes to predict deer movement and pinches and things like that, than maybe a place like southern Iowa or southern Illinois, western Kentucky, places like that where the topography is nasty and crazy, and maybe it's coal mining country and you have spool banks and things like that that really deter deer in different ways. For hell, 100 yards you wouldn't know what direction the deer might go. Whereas in Buffalo County or Trempealeau County or any place like that in Southwest Wisconsin, you can pick a topo line and you can easily follow it for maybe a mile or more in some scenarios. So that makes Buffalo County one of the best hunting states, in my opinion, right there by itself. So if you guys like these videos and you're enjoying what you're hearing, well, stay tuned, because we're gonna keep them coming. We keep 2 videos coming every single week for you guys. We're also doing a bunch of giveaways. So chances are we're in the middle of a really big giveaway right now, maybe our biggest ever. So if you guys like what you're hearing, make sure you like, subscribe. If you really like what you're hearing, leave a comment. We're always looking for new ideas when it comes to making new videos. So get in the comments, guys. Thanks.